Namaste students, welcome to 9th standard social science. In that last class we learned lesson 2 economics, employment in India and Tamil Nadu. In that types of employment, organized and unorganized sectors. Okay, today we are going to see about the changing pattern of employment. Before going to the topic, we can see some questions. Which one of the following is not in primary sector? Agriculture, manufacturing, mining and fishery. So what question asking here? Not in primary sector, that means manufacturing. Okay, next one. Which one of the following is not in secondary sector? Construction, manufacturing, small scale industry, forestry. So what is asking here? Not in secondary sector, that means forestry. Okay, now we can move on to the topic employment pattern. In recent year, there has been a change in the employment pattern. This has helped the employers to develop more flexible working patterns among their employees. The trends are increasing self-employment, firms using favor full-time employees and trending to offer more short-term contracts. There has been a growth in part-time employment. This may be due to lifestyle of the people. So what's given here? The lifestyle of the people, they are changing their employment pattern. Why they are changing? It helps for the employers and employees. They can do their work flexibly, they can do their work. Okay, so what kinds of employment patterns will be there? First one, increasing the self-employment and the full-time job also will be there. In that full-time job, the short-term contracts, 1 year contracts and 2 years contracts, like that. Through the contracts also some of the laborers can work. So next one, part-time job. For their convenience they can work. Part-time jobs also available nowadays. Okay, so these kinds of employment pattern will be there. Next topic is employment trends in Tamil Nadu. Agriculture, despite a sharp decline in gross domestic product, continues to be the largest employer in Tamil Nadu. So what is meant by GDP? In last class we learned the final money value of total goods and services produced within the geographic boundaries of a country during a specified period of time. Normally a year is known as gross domestic product, that means GDP. The GDP helps to increase the national income. Okay, the agriculture is declined the gross domestic product, decline the GDP, but also most of the peoples they are engaged in that agricultural work. So GDP நால agriculture நால GDP level decline ஆனாலும் கூட நிறைய பேர் எந்த ஒர்க்கில் எங்கேஜ் ஆகிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் ஒர்க்கில். எஸ்பெஷலாக தமிழ்நாட்டில் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் தெம் they are engaged in agriculture. This is because of non-agricultural sectors are yet to generate enough employment to affect a shift of labor force. Why most of the people they are engaged in agriculture? Because the non-agricultural sectors yet to generate enough employment, not enough the employment. So this is the main reason for the employers. So அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் தான் அதிகமாக இருக்காங்க. நான் அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் செக்டார்ஸ் வந்து அதிகமாக இல்லை, எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் ஜாப் வந்து இல்லை. ஸோ அப்படி இருந்தாலும் அந்த ஒர்க்ஸ் எல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் growth in தமிழ்நாடு has been contributed by unorganized and informal sector. What is meant by unorganized and informal sector? Unorganized sector, the employment terms are not fixed and regular. They do not enjoy any special benefits or job security. These enterprises are not registered with the government. So this is known as the unorganized sector. So this most of the employment pattern in Tamil Nadu, this kind of unorganized sector, so that only the most of the people they are engaged in that agricultural sector. Okay. So here one case study will be there. So what is meant by case study? So case study, a process or record of research into the development of a particular person, group or a situation over a period of time, that is known as case study. So ஒரு இடத்தை பற்றியோ இல்லை ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் பர்சன் பற்றியோ ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் சுச்சுவேஷனை பற்றியோ ஒரு ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைமில் கலெக்ட் பண்ணக்கூடிய இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸை தான் கேஸ் ஸ்டடி அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ இங்கே ஒரு கேஸ் ஸ்டடி பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. என்ன கேஸ் ஸ்டடின்னு பார்க்கலாம். எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் இன் இருவேல்பட்டு, a case study. What is happening in the employment scenario can be understood not only from a national or state level, but also from the study of the village economy. So we are getting information from the national level and state level. So not only that, we want to study of the village also, the village economy also we want to know. So in one of the village, Irvelpattu is one such village in Viluppuram district in Tamil Nadu. This village has been studied for more than 100 years by many scholars. This village is also called as Slater village, as Gilbert Slater was the first scholar working in University of Madras to go with their students to study this village in 1916. Over the years, many scholars surveyed the occupation of villagers and collected many more details of each person in the village. So what is given here? So Iruvelpattu, one of the village, it is present in Viluppuram district in Tamil Nadu. So they are taken the village has been studied more than 100 years. They are studying this village. More scholars, they are finding more things about the employment pattern in that Iruvelpattu village. First the Gilbert Slater only collected information about that village, so that only this village is known as the Slater village. So who was Gilbert Slater? One of the scholar, the first scholar working in Madras University. With his students, he went to the village in the year 1916. After the many scholars came over the years, காலப்போக்கில் நிறைய பேர் அந்த வில்லேஜ் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, சர்வே பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஃபஸ்ட்டு சர்வே பண்ணது யார்? கில்பர்ட் ஸ்லேட்டர். அதனால் அந்த வில்லேஜை ஸ்லேட்டர் வில்லேஜ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சரிங்களா? It was clearly observed that the government brought social security awareness among the people of the village through the primary health care, provision of schools and maintenance of the public distribution system. Though this village underwent many changes, it is still dependent on agriculture as the main occupation. Look at the following table or chart. You will notice that during 1981, out of 100 families, 24% engaged in non-agricultural labor. laborers. So what is here given? So the government taken that village and the government provides many facilities for the people. The government given primary health centers and built many schools, build the schools in that village, and the public distribution system, that means PDS, provision shop also, ration shop also will be there in that village. So these kinds of many development process in that village, the government undertaken that village. But also still now the people, most of them, they are engaged in that agriculture. So we can see in that pie chart, 1981 100 families they are taken. In that 24% of the people they are engaged in that non-agricultural workers, non-agricultural laborers. In the year 1981, what happened in the 2008? The number in 2008, the number of families engaged in such employment increased to 41%. During 1981 to 2008, the proportion of families engaged in agriculture has declined from 34% to 26%, both as agricultural laborers and as cultivators. So what is given here? The case study of this village 1981 to 2008. 1981, as per the record, 24% of the people they are engaged in non-agricultural workers. But in 2008, the record mentioned 41% of the people they are engaged in that non-agricultural laborers. Okay. Next one, 1981 to 2008. The families they are engaged in that agricultural works 34%. But in the 2008, what happened? Only 26%. 26% of the people only they are engaged in that agricultural labors. Both as agriculture and agricultural labors and as cultivators. Okay, now we can see in that table we can understand. So 1981, the cultivator 42% of the people they are engaged in cultivation, and 33% of the people they are engaged in that cultivation in the year 2008, and agricultural labors are 34%. In 1981, it was decreased in the year 2008. After that, non-agricultural labors 24%, but it was increased in the year 41% in the year 2008. After all households, how many households they are taken? 100. So in that 100 village, as per the 2008, 41% of the people they are working in that non-agricultural labors. Remaining the 59% of the people they are working in that agricultural works. Still now they are working as the agricultural works. Okay. Through the pie chart we can understand cultivators, agricultural laborers and non-agricultural laborers. Non-agricultural laborers means other two sectors, the secondary and tertiary sectors. Okay. So that's all my lesson over. Finally we can conclude this lesson. Current affairs. COVID-19 makes Indian employment rate jump up. So what is the employment rate? At 27% last week. Employment rate shot up to 23.5% in April 2020. So the unemployment rate is 23.5%. For the week ending May 3, it was 27.1%. The May 3. %, which is the largest state in that unemployment, the highest in Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand and Bihar, the lowest in Punjab, Chhattisgarh and Telangana. So as per the survey of the CMIE, what is meant by CMIE? The center of monitoring the Indian economy. Okay, that's all ma. Thank you so much. Lesson 2 economics over. Thank you ma.